Hi everyone, it's Max and welcome to a new week's reading vlog. I am starting this late on Monday. It is 11, but I am in the middle of a book right now, so I thought I would tell you about it, and that is The Tower of Fools by Andrzej Sapkowski. And this goes towards the Phoenix Writer Tier 5 to read a book over 500 pages. And I wish I was liking it more than I am. So I feel like the summary is misleading because it keeps talking about things that are farther along in the book than is happening. So I'm gonna give you just my synopsis. This is about a guy who is in love with this woman who's married, and they are caught, and he is chased out of town by her husband's family, and then her husband ends up dying in the altercation, and our main character's brother dies a little bit later, and I think they might be connected. Honestly, I don't know. But then also there's a prophecy that the world was going to end in 1420, but it's 1421 and now the world is ending. There's the 4 horsemen, there's like the 3 witches that I think are kind of like Macbeth. And there's a lot of lore and different, so like we've got Samson from like Samson and Goliath, I think is the Bible story, and there's werewolves and there's all this stuff. It takes place on Earth, which really surprised me. I almost thought it kind of took place in the Witcher world because of the names, but no, it takes place in Poland in the 1420s. But also part of this prophecy for the end of the world has to do with the Tower of Fools, which I think is an insane asylum basically, but I don't know. Like in the summary, it's like they're trying to escape, but I'm like, it seems like they're trying to get there. So I don't know, I'm a little confused. I don't know if it's the translator or the author, but I'm just having a really hard time focusing on the book. Like a really hard time. I'm 39% the way through. I'm reading about 25% a day, so I started it yesterday. So I've got like 11% left, and it's just, for some reason, I'm not focusing. I just can't focus on it. So like he just keeps traveling, and I'm like, okay, so what's the plot? And I think now finally the plot is happening, where it's like he knows about the prophecy and he's going to try and save the world basically. So we shall see. I am also listening to my audiobook for the week, which is for Coronation to read Crown of Feathers or Heart of Flames. I am rereading Crown of Feathers. I'm listening to the audiobook, and I have to listen to 3 hours a day. I have it on Scribd, and Scribd only goes up to 2 times speed, which is unfortunate because it's a reread, so I kind of want to listen to it faster. But it also has the book form, so I honestly don't have time in the day to listen to a full hour and a half of an audiobook, so I'm going to also be reading it as well. So I only have 30 pages left to read for today, and so I'm gonna do that really fast and then go back to Tower of Fools. But it is 11 and I am starting to kind of crash, and we'll see. Tomorrow's busy, and I also have to edit my last week's vlog and post it. Oh my gosh, I'm just a little hectic, but we'll see. And I will talk to you all once I am caught up on my pages. Hopefully Tower of Fools will have gotten more clear. Okay, it's only 40 minutes later, and I finished my Crown of Feathers pages and my Tower of Fools pages. And Tower of Fools, it just feels like they're just like going through their day meeting people, and it doesn't really mean anything. Like they just met Gutenberg, who was the inventor of the printing press, right? So it's like, what? Like it just doesn't make any sense. But something just happened, or is about to happen. People just showed up that are the family of the person that he loves. So hopefully that'll spur on some action and drama. But I'm gonna go to bed. I'm so tired. I also realized I did not give you a synopsis of Crown of Feathers, but Crown of Feathers is a world where people can have animal magic, where they like connect with animals. But there was a huge war between these 2 sisters, one of whom had that magic, and she lost. So that magic is now like outlawed, and if they find out you have it, you become a slave. And they used to be Phoenix Riders, and our main character really wants to be a Phoenix Rider, and she runs away from her sister and finds out that there is a hidden group of Phoenix Riders, so she disguises herself as a boy to get into the Phoenix Rider group. It's amazing. I loved it when I read it last year, 2 years ago. I think it was last year. I really, really liked it. 5 out of 5 stars, one of my favorite reads of the year. So I'm excited to continue rereading. The audiobook is okay. I'm not the hugest fan of like American accents when people are reading, especially when they're super bland. But also, like, I think I'd rather have bland than like an accent. So I don't know. But there are 2 narrators for the girl and the guy, and the guy is a soldier who becomes a spy, basically. That's all I'm gonna say. And yeah, so that's cool. But the love interest for the main character, or the love interest for the guy who's the soldier who becomes a spy, is just like, it's very funny, because I had this like dream guy mapped out in my head in middle school, and his name was Cade, and he had green eyes and black hair and all this very specific things, and this guy has black hair, green eyes, and is named Cade. So it's very weird. It's very weird. I'm like sitting here like, I remember it the first time too, being like, oh my god. So yeah, that's funny. But I will probably just talk to you all tomorrow. Good night. Hi guys, it is almost midnight on Tuesday, and I'm exhausted. I'm about to fall asleep, but I am 75% of the way through Tower of Fools. And while it is more interesting, it's definitely holding my interest better. It is still very average. It feels like there's no plot, and it also feels like some sort of slapstick Three Stooges comedy where there's this group of guys just like going about doing stupid stuff and like getting in trouble for it and just like breaking out and then like and the tower has happened. It was about 5% of the whole book, and I got so confused because at first I thought he was going to be sent to the tower for killing this guy, even though he didn't. Then I thought, oh, maybe Adele was taken to this tower. Maybe it's an asylum, like, you know, when women were put into mental hospitals when they were just like, you know, regular women, just a little bit more eccentric or something. But that wasn't it. And then I was like, maybe that Tower of Fools is a metaphor, but that wasn't it either. It was 5% of the entire book. I don't know. I wish it had a more cohesive storyline. I wish maybe either the apocalypse took up more, or he was trying to find Adele the whole time, but he finds Adele like 60% of the way through. And it's just meh. Like, I just don't feel like any of the characters have any motivation, and they're just stumbling through life, and I just don't like it. Really at all. I'm like reading it and nothing is sticking. I'm just like, what? Like, none of it is really making sense because it's just like so nonsensical. Where I'm reading it, I'm just like, is this supposed to mean anything? These words together don't mean anything. And I don't know if that's the translation, and maybe it'll be better once the actual book's out, but the book comes out in like 2 days. Tomorrow? The book comes out today. Shoot. Well, the book's out. I feel really bad. I missed the publishing date. I thought it was a couple days away, but no, it was today. And it was just not good. I've got 25% left, and I'm just really slogging through it. But it's definitely way too late to start a different 500-page book. Unless maybe I try and pick up Uzumaki, but I mean, it's just gonna take me more than a day, so why not just read the last 144 pages of this? But tomorrow I'm going to my mom's house for the night because my stepdad is going to get our puppy, and my dad's is doing some other stuff with some other people. We're gonna go to our neighbor's house for dinner or just drink something. And yeah, and I'm FaceTiming with my best friend to watch The Bachelorette. We were going to do it today, but then plans fell through. So another busy day. I am still enjoying Crown of Feathers. I forgot that there's a third point of view. I forgot that we follow the son of like this guy who is leading the new sect of Phoenix Riders. And he's like been a Phoenix Rider. He's got his own Phoenix and he wants to become like a master, which is basically just like you're actually part of the army. You're no longer just in training. And I like him. I think he's a little naive, as well as our main character, Nick, Veronica. She shows up at this super secret Phoenix riding base and is surprised when they immediately take her in as suspicious. And she was like, I wasn't expecting to be interrogated. I'm like, now why not? Like, you're this random person, she's dressing up as a boy, and you show up with almost nothing on you except a really expensive knife, and she's just like, She's like, I didn't expect to be interrogated. I'm like, what in the world did you expect to happen? And honestly, I can't remember how she gets out of this, which is good. Yeah, it's a good thing. I can't remember much. So, yeah, but that's all I've got for you. And I will chat with you tomorrow, hopefully once I finished Tower of Fools. Hi guys, it is Wednesday night, and I just finished Tower of Fools. It's 10, and it was super disappointing. I really wanted to like this. I did, even though I was hesitant going in because I didn't like the latter half of the Witcher series, and it definitely flowed on into this one. I think I'm gonna give it like a 2.5 out of 5 stars, which is really sad. There was no plot. It felt like very much like slapstick buddy comedy almost, but like just guys doing some really dumb stuff and like bad stuff, and it just did not work for me. I was just like, okay, this is so pointless. It was boring, and I don't know, the writing just wasn't good, and that could have been the translation for all I know, but it just was just like, very meh. There's absolutely no exposition and no character, anything. It's literally just action, and the action is just walking. So really unfortunate, really disappointing. But the next book I'm going to pick up is A Stitch in Time by Kelly Armstrong, and it is short. I thought on Goodreads it says it's 300 and something pages, but on my Kindle it's like only 3,000 lots or locks, whatever, which I don't know how that measures, but that's really short. So I should be able to fly through that. I might start it tonight because I'm getting my puppy soon, and like we're thinking 4 hours. And that's gonna be 2 a.m. and I don't know if I want to stay up or not. I probably shouldn't, but like I want to see her. So we'll see. And if I do decide to stay up, I'll probably start A Stitch in Time just to like try and keep myself awake. But for right now, I'm just gonna hang out, relax. I'm watching The Haunting of Bly Manor, and I think I'm on episode 7, I think. It's weird. It's whack, like really whack. It's gay, which we love. But yeah, I'm having a good time with that. But that is all I've got for you. Also, I never talked about it, but I just finished Kipo and the Age of the Wonder Beast yesterday, and top notch. I thought it was really good. I thought it was very fun. Very fast paced. Flew through it. 3 seasons and it's done. And I think they were going to do a season 4, but honestly, it ended so well. And I don't know if season 4 was canceled before season 3 came out. I don't really know how that worked, but like it ended kind of perfectly. Like I don't think it should have gone on for longer. I think, and there's something about animated shows that do villain backstories and redemption arcs so well. Avatar, She-Ra, and Kipo all have amazing redemption arcs for some of their minor villains. Quote unquote minor, and they are just so good, and it makes you so emotional, and it was just really, really good, and I really enjoyed it. But that is all I've got for you, honestly. I know I'm so far behind on Crown of Feathers, so like I kind of want to like start a Stitch in Time tonight and then hopefully finish it tomorrow, so that then I'll have like a couple days to just physically read Crown of Feathers, because I am so far behind. Or catch up on Crown of Feathers tonight. Might be able to do that because I'm flying through it because it's a reread. Because I have been, at least 2 nights ago, I was like, oh, if I don't finish like what I was supposed to listen to, I can just read it, because Scribd also has the ebook. And I was like, perfect. And I flew through it, but I haven't done that the past 2 days. So we'll see. I might just do that. It is on my phone though, and that kind of sucks. I do have a copy of it. I just don't know where. It's in a box of like college books, and it's like in a pile in a place, but it's like I just still have to open so many of them to find the right one. I was so lucky. A few months ago, I like wanted to get these Rebel Waves and read it physically, and the first box I opened had it. And I was like, yes. But that's not gonna happen with this one. I can't remember. I know I read it March of last year, but that doesn't help me. So we'll see, because it's at my dad's house, which I'm going back to tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'll probably update you tonight if I read any more of anything, which I should. I definitely should. But I will talk to you tonight or tomorrow. Hopefully tonight. Okay, so it's 11:45 and I'm going to go to bed, but I'm 60 pages into Stitch in Time. It's good. It's fine. There's some spooky parts. So this is about a girl whose aunt dies and leaves her like big house in her will. And so she goes, and honestly, it's like, I think it's somewhere in England, and she lives in Canada. And so she goes to like renovate it. She takes a sabbatical off of her college professor job. And it turns out this is the house that she used to go to when she was younger, and her room was kind of this like bridge between the past and the present, and she got really close with this guy named William, which turned romantic, and she hasn't seen him in 20 years because when she was 18 she was deemed like mentally unstable and sent to a mental hospital, and she was convinced that all of this was in her head. But it's not. And there are ghosts as well, and you know, some of it is kind of spooky. Like, I don't know, I didn't really think it would be because I thought this was more young adult, but I think this is adult. And it actually, she's like 38, so like it's definitely adult, but it's spooky. Yeah, there's a woman in black, which like, don't love that, but like, yeah, I do, because it's always a good trope. But I think it's gonna be kind of like, used to be friends to lovers, but now they're like hate to lovers. I'm crossing my fingers because that is the best stuff. It's like Catra and Adora and She-Ra, honestly. But I'm gonna go to bed because I have to be up in like 2 hours around, hopefully, when my puppy gets here and I want to see her. So I'm gonna go to sleep. I will chat with you all tomorrow. But just know that I am having a good time with Stitch in Time, and I'm hoping to fly through it. Good night. Hi guys, it's 11:30 on Friday. I did not update you guys yesterday, but that's because I didn't finish anything. I continued in A Stitch in Time, and I'm really enjoying it. It's really fast-paced, it's fun, it's adventurous, and I can't remember if I gave a synopsis, but this is about a girl who, she used to visit like her family or her aunt's house, and it kind of has like a parallel timeline almost, where in her room she's able to go back in time, and she knows this guy named William, and they kind of grow up together and fall in love. But then when her uncle dies because of a ghost, she is sent to a mental hospital because she talks about the ghost, and she never sees William again till her aunt dies and leaves her this house. So she goes and she sees William again, and there are ghosts who are asking her to find their killer and do something. It's good. I'm like 65% the way through. It's fun. It's like about like a 3.25 right now. But yeah, so it's going well. But I did also decide to put that down and read Petals to the Metal, which is the Adventure Zone Volume 3. And this was fun. It's my least favorite so far of the 3. I think I'd give it like a 3.5 out of 5 stars instead of the 4 out of 5 stars I gave the other 2. It was fun, but not my favorite. But now I'm going to lay down in bed, keep reading Stitch in Time, and fall asleep. Now tomorrow, I don't know, my dad is going to be gone for a few hours, so I'm going to try and film. I've got my Owlcrate Invisible Life of Addie LaRue box, so I want to unbox that, and also my November TBR. I started it because there's 2 components, and so I want to finish it. And then read Crown of Feathers because I'm a little bit behind on my audiobook, and so I want to try and get as far into Stitch in Time as I can tonight, so that maybe I just have a little bit left tomorrow. And yeah, so that is all I've got for you guys. Sorry I suck at updating. Sorry I haven't shown you my new puppy. It's just been kind of hectic, and I just don't have like alone time with her to like show her. I might tomorrow though, so we'll see. But I will chat with you all in the morning. Good night. Hi guys, it's Saturday and I just finished filming 2 videos. I did my unboxing of the Owlcrate's Addie LaRue box, which I really liked, and I finished filming my November TBR. But now I am going to edit and upload a video / read. I need to finish A Stitch in Time, so as my video uploads, I'm gonna read that and then hopefully start or continue Crown of Feathers, because I also really need to finish that one today as well. I am home alone till like 1 or 2, so that'll work out really well to give me some time to be able to get some of that stuff done. I do want to try and find Crown of Feathers because I own it. I just don't know where it's gonna be. I don't know if there's like 3 different places it could be, and it's just be a little hectic to look for it now. I might try, or I've got it on Scribd, and so I might just try and fly through it on my phone, which I kind of hate because it's long, but I might just have to do it. I'm going to try and listen to the audiobook as much as I can when I'm not sitting down and reading or editing a video. I do want to try and upload 2 videos today because I have like Halloween videos filmed. I just didn't do any. I don't know. I was watching The Haunting of Bly Manor and then The Haunting of Hill House, and so I didn't want to edit, and then I'm a little bummed at myself because then I also wanted to film a video wearing like these pumpkin earrings that I have and this candy corn scarf, and then I never did that, and it's just like, I'm a mess, you know? It's fine. It's fine. I was doing well with the Phoenix Writers readathon, but then this week has been kind of a lot. So I'm going to now go edit and upload a video and then read, and I will chat with you all once I finish A Stitch in Time. All right, it's, what time is it? 12:50, and I just finished A Stitch in Time. It was okay. I liked there were a couple red herrings because she's trying to find the killer of these ghosts. And like there were a couple red herrings and I did like that. But it was a little, I feel like it wasn't explained quite well enough. And a lot of things were just like kind of convenient. And our main character really trusted only one person's word. And she laid it all out. Like someone was like, no, this person did it. She was like, oh, okay. And so she like goes and lays it all out for this person, being like, I see this ghost and this ghost, and this ghost says this, and this ghost does this. I'm like, you're really not gonna be subtle in case they actually are the killer at all? No? And it was just a little bit like, okay, girl, okay. And then she made a stupid decision, and even though she's like happy about the outcome, it's still like, you are a professor and you did something really stupid for an adult, 1, and 2, someone who's like supposed to be like smart about this stuff. And it was just like, it was okay. And then I just feel like some things are just convenient and don't really make sense. Like, so it's called A Stitch in Time because there's literally like a stitch in the universe where she can like go through. And it closes up for a minute and it like makes sense why, but then it opens up again and you're just like, okay? And I just don't think, when you have stuff like that, I think you need to have a little bit of explanation for it, which I know like you shouldn't have to, because it's like, why would she know? But I wish there was just a little bit of explanation so that you could be like, yeah, sure, okay. Like I can suspend my disbelief. It's just when they're like, who knows, that I just feel like it's a little sloppy, and a little lazy for the author. It's like, no, give me some sort of explanation, please. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 stars. It was fun, it was fast paced, it was like a good haunted house sort of thing, but not the best thing I've ever read. And I liked more the beginning-ish, like when the ghosts were actually scary, I liked it more, because like there were some scary moments, but then when you realize that the ghosts are actually quite harmless, it's a little bit like, okay, and then all of a sudden it kind of stopped being that interesting. But yeah, and this, I cannot remember what this goes towards for the Phoenix Writers, so let me pull that up. Leadership, read a book that is your least reviewed book on Goodreads, and A Stitch in Time was that. Perfect, there we go. And The Tower of Fools went towards ambition, read a book over 500 pages. And The Adventure Zone Volume 3 goes towards raid, read a borrowed book. There we go. Okay, so now all I have left is Crown of Feathers. I want to take my dog for a walk, but I need like a ball. I might try it because I need doggy bags and a ball, and I do not have doggy bags. Maybe I'll just take him for a walk around the subdivision, but there's no water, and the only reason why he wants to walk is to swim. So we'll see. Maybe I'll try and find some. There might be some somewhere. But then I'll listen to Crown of Feathers while I do that. A video has uploaded, and so if I can't find a doggy bag, I'll edit and upload another one as well. If I do find one, then I'll wait a little bit and edit it and upload it later. I don't know what my plans are for the rest of the day. I want to watch a scary movie because it's Halloween, and that would be the only plan I'd have. I'm not dressing up, I'm not going out, I'm not doing literally anything. But if there's football on tonight, my dad is not going to want to watch a scary movie. But I'll ask and we'll see, because I mean, it's Halloween, right? I feel like we should watch a few scary movies if I finish Crown of Feathers, because if I don't, then no scary movies for me. I'm reading. But yeah, so that is all I've got for you guys right now. I'm going to talk with you all later once I make some more progress in Crown of Feathers. Hi guys, it's 2:36, and I just wanted to let you guys know that a miracle has happened. I found the book. It's beautiful. It's got the purple sprayed edges. I can't believe I found it. It was in the second box I opened. I told myself, only 2 boxes unless I know I'm on the right track. And the first box had other books I read in March, and here it is, the second box. It has it. I can't believe it. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Let me see where I am in this, and I'll tell you how many pages I'm through. But I have it, and I'm so pumped, and it's beautiful out, so I think I'm gonna go sit outside and read. Okay, so out of the 477 page book, I am 288 pages through, which means I have just under 200 pages left. I've got 189 pages left. Wow, I'm so happy. I can't believe I found it. I am so excited. I love this cover, so I'm pumped. Hey guys, so it is late afternoon. Honestly, I don't know what time it is. I've been outside reading, and I just finished Crown of Feathers. It was so good. 5 out of 5 stars again. I loved it just as much as the first time. It's so good. I'm so excited to reread the sequel. The third one's name was recently announced. I don't remember if like the release date was. I'll check on it, but I'm pretty sure it's 2021. So I'm not gonna read Heart of Flames till closer to the release date, but this was just so good. I loved it. I'm so happy I got to reread it because it was so good. But 5 out of 5 stars again, obviously. But I thought I would wrap up this vlog here just because I don't really have anything else to talk about. If I do anything else, I'll chat, but honestly, I don't really have any other plans. First book that I read this week was for Ambition, read a book over 500 pages, and I went with Tower of Fools by Andrzej Sapkowski, which I gave a 2.75 out of 5 stars. Then the second book I read was for Ray to read a borrowed book, and I went with The Adventure Zone Volume 3, which I gave a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Then I read A Stitch in Time by Kelly Armstrong, and then the last book I read was for Coronation, read either Crown of Feathers or Heart of Flames, and I went with Crown of Feathers, which I gave a 5 out of 5 stars. Hi guys! Surprise! I'm back, and that is because I actually have continued reading a book. Now, I started this book at the end of September, and then I tried to finish it and it didn't work out, so I just decided to save it for November because my October TBR was already very set in stone. But then I was outside after I finished Crown of Feathers. I brought it outside with me and I was able to read another 100 pages, so I only have 50 pages left of The Princess Will Save You by Sarah Henning. Thankfully, this doesn't go towards anything in my November TBR. I talked about it because I wanted to read it, but if I finish it today, it means nothing. So I only have 50 pages left, or no, I have 42 pages left, so I will definitely be able to finish that tonight, which is really great. I'm also uploading my second video of the day, which is really exciting. I'm like on top of my crap today, but that also means that I'll be finishing 3 books today. I feel so productive. I've done so much today. I'm so proud of myself. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. This is like a Princess Bride retelling where Buttercup is a queen and the love of her life is a stable boy. It's okay. It's like fun, fast-paced. It's like a 3.25 right now. I wish the character who's like Inigo Montoya was like more obviously Inigo Montoya because he is my favorite. But I feel like the problem with this book is that it really doesn't have, like, it has supporting characters, but the supporting characters are so inconsequential. Like, I can't tell the difference between anyone because it's based on such an iconic movie with such iconic characters. The supporting characters should have a lot more presence. Like, I should know who's supposed to be Inigo Montoya. I should know who's supposed to be the guy who has Buttercup and then goes into that test with Wesley. I can't remember his name, but you know, I wish these characters had more of a presence than just the 2 main characters, because obviously this is Buttercup and Wesley, but like, I wish that the supporting characters, who are so iconic, also were as obvious, because I love them and I want them to be here. But I am enjoying it. It's really fast-paced, and I'll be able to fly through the rest of this, which I don't think will happen before dinner. I honestly kind of want to take a little bit of a break and just hang out, but I'll finish this as soon as I get home, and I will tell you all my thoughts and feelings when I'm done. This does not go towards anything for Phoenix Writers because I'm already done, but it'll just go towards my 21st book that I'll finish this month. Hi guys, so it is Sunday, but I just wanted to let you know that last night I was able to finish The Princess Will Save You, and I ended up giving it a 3 out of 5 stars. While the things that I talked about earlier still stand, I do also wish that things didn't come as easy. Like, it was just so convenient. Everything was. It was like they wanted this, and then, oh, 2 pages later, they got it. And it just all just happened too seamlessly, and stuff was revealed that was a little bit like, what? And like totally unexpected. There was no lead up to it, no foreshadowing, none of that. So that was a little disappointing, and overall I give it a 3 out of 5 stars. I already did wrap up the other books that I talked about, so that's all I've got for you. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye!